All right, all right, all right, all right. It's go time, people. It's go time. Oh wow, it's time to celebrate. We all of us Bitcoin holders, man. I swear to God, man. You know what? I'm going to be featuring this tweet here, right? I mean, anybody who doesn't hold Bitcoin is basically denying reality and math. That's what they're doing, and you can't avoid the consequences of your actions when you do so. You can avoid reality, but you can't avoid the consequences of your actions. And this is something Michael Saylor said, and we're going to be talking about that in today's episode, along with I'm over 100,000 followers on Twitter, right? That's excellent. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Think I might do a giveaway on, I don't know. It's kind of past the feeling has passed, so I think I guess shouldn't bother with a giveaway. But you know what? I joined it like April. Wow, April 2011. Anyways, time for me to do my scary faces. All right. So I know you guys have been waiting for that, right? Because that's your favorite part of the show. Okay, so let's see here. Okay. Oh darn! I think I lost my headphone because I heard it shut down. I wonder. Oh well, I don't think I'm going to be playing anything today. Hopefully not. Okay. Oh, oh yeah. All right. I think we got something there. I think the editors got something there for sure, for sure, for sure. Yeah, I know. I got to put something together. You know what? I will speak to my developers because you know what? I'm gonna be. I canceled the software for what's it called? Selling you guys uh, what's it called? DJ15 token directly because it turns out the amount of money that you're gonna be spending, right? Whether you pay it in Bitcoin or in Ethereum, right? Because of the high transaction fees, didn't make any sense, right? To sell small amounts to people, so we just dropped it because by the time EIP because EIP 1559 is going to be dropping, so it doesn't make any sense to do that. So I might as well retask them to maybe start that website, put that website together. Maybe I'm going to get a third party company to do it instead of like using my staff. I don't know. I will work on it starting Monday. So yeah, we'll do the prize. Hey, join us all. Probably, hopefully, you know what? I'm gonna see if I can convince. First, I'm gonna have to make sure that find out. You know what? I could build the website, and I'm sure a lot of people will join in, and so all of them will. Anyone who wants to join in with that, right? They will do so. So we're probably gonna do it in Dubai or something like that. But anyways, I'll discuss it once more with those guys. That hey, you know what? We're gonna have a fan join us, right? All expenses paid. Well, not almost all expenses paid. We'll have a set limit and stuff like that. To join us in the fun and for frivolity. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. I like that. If you want to help, just send an email to info@davincicodes.net. All right, and make sure you stand out. You don't just say I want to help. You give some ways that you're going to help, and not just go, hey, I just want to help. What can I do? Right? No, no, no. You tell me what you can do, right, and how you can help, and then, if you convince us, you can join us. All right. info at davincicodes.net. The description in the description of all my videos, the email's there. So if you go to any video, you go into the comments, not the comment section, but the description below, right? You'll find the email, right, to get to. Okay, so if you're missing it, right, all right. All right, show me an all-time high, and I'll show you a buy. Man, oh my God, take a look at that. Bitcoin has broken out to an all-time high. It's almost over $60,000 on most exchanges, right? This is just the BLX index, right? Oh my goodness, look at that. It's a beautiful sight. It's a beautiful thing, right? We're going to be talking about that and more. Of course, Ethereum as well. Ethereum is very important, right? I think it's a number 2 coin for the ages, right? Along with Bitcoin is with the solid money, and Ethereum is the smart contracts, programmable money. So yeah, it's going to be a great future, right? A little bit dark at first, but that was all caused by fiat system, have an unfair system. But the future after that darkness comes bright light. And we're going to talk about that as well. And how, why you should be buying Bitcoin right now, before all the rest of the billionaires are. Because they're doing it. I'm going to show that to you, right? I know my name is Da Vinci Jeremy, right? I'm driving this bus solo. And, man, you know what? People want to trade. People want to make money in this market. But please be careful out there, right? Make sure you learn how to trade first, right? Because it's not for everybody, and it can be very emotionally taxing. But if you do want to trade this, you can do so at buybit.davincij15.com. But before you put any money in the market, make sure you do your own research, because this is not financial advice, and it's only trading entertainment. All right, so let's get on with that entertainment, shall we? Okay, well, as you know, right, I'm sure all of you have woken up to all the craziness on Twitter and everywhere else. Bitcoin has broken higher. Oh my goodness. Woo-wee! So you're like, oh, what? Oh, I'm sitting on the sidelines. What do I do now? I'm going to help you with that. You see, there's a button when you go to an exchange and it says buy. Maybe you should press that. I'm not too sure. So you might want to think about it first, and then maybe you'll come to conclusion that maybe you should hit that button. But think about that first. Alrighty. Pretty much, right? Even though, yeah, you know what? Honestly, you have to don't go too heavy on any kind of leverage, right? If you do, go to a leverage exchange. As you can see, as we go down to the lower time frames, right, there's a clear W-ish pattern, right? And then it broke out, and you can see the results of that breakout. Now, I'm pretty sure that this has probably already played out. Looks like it to me, but maybe I might be seeing things. Let's just see here. So that was approximately, there was a breakout, right? And then we came back down here. So let's just see if it's got a little bit more legs. Yeah. The 1-to-1 is right about here. So it looks like it did complete its cycle here. So let's just see. This was that's the breakout. Yeah, there you go. It did complete it, that trade, right? So that trade is complete. So all you can do right now is either set your buy orders down if you want to, like, play from a position of strength, right? Like I always say, right? Play from a position of strength, and you want to do that, right? The best way to do that is to buy at the breakout level, because more often than not, price action likes to come back to the breakout level. So around, you could say, okay, well, the breakout level was down here, but I would say, you know what, this was the last high, right, where you probably felt like, oh my God, it's going, and then it dumped back at you, and you're like, oh my God, maybe you took a loss, right, on that one, right, because it was clear that there was lots of like Wing patterns here, and it didn't quite play out, right? Some of these Wing patterns. So what do you want to do, right? You want to be a little bit more cautious this time around. So you wait for an entry somewhere around here, maybe a little bit higher than the $58,000 mark, maybe like the 58,400 ish area, and then let it ride all the way up. So because this thing could come back at you, we could see that we're way above the 13 AMA on the hourly, so it could always come back just to touch it and then go. So that's an option, always as an option. Another option, of course, is to go down to the 5-minute and look for those nice little cheeky W's, right, which show up every once in a while. But again, those cheeky W's are only going to take you so far, right? As you can see, this little cheeky W right here is coming in, and it could only go like what, it's only going to take you, right, approximately, right. I don't see this thing even breaking to all-time high. So I'd say right close to it, and then jumping back down. So yeah, you be careful out there, right, with taking W's. Make sure that you get that 1-to-1 from the breakout level, right? Don't get too greedy, because the market will punish you for that, right? Will punish you for being too greedy, right? Because there's a saying, right, in the market, right, when you're trading, right? Bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs, well, unfortunately, they get slaughtered, right? So yeah, this is an all-time high, which is, well, won't be surprising, right? And then it could roll back on you, right? So, and then you would obviously you want to set it so that your stop loss is only 2-to-1, and so it gives you 2-to-1, so your stop loss is break halfway. So you go right, boop, 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 boop. Oh, there we go. Can't get it because there's not enough. There we go. Because this is like very low risk trade. And then when you're dealing with a low risk trade, right, high leverage is okay. So most people think, oh, never use 100x leverage or 50x leverage. That's just irresponsible. Well, actually, in this trade is actually where you will probably use high leverage, because the percentage amount that you're going to lose is so low that in order to make a bet where you're going to actually lose only less than 5%, maybe 1% or 2%, or right, or 3%, right? You have to bet an extremely large amount, more than you possibly have, in order to lose that possible small amount, right? So that's why you need those high leverage trades in that particular trade, this one that I'm talking about. That should it play out. Okay, so now you understand, right? Even though people would say, oh my God, these crazy leverage exchanges, they just want to take people's money, right? With these high leverage, right? So that they take these high leverage risks when they shouldn't be doing it. No, no, no. High leverage trading, right, is if you're a professional, right, there is a reason for high leverage. All right. With that said, let's before I get on to Ethereum, right? I want to talk about my channel, right? If you ever want to get a hold of me, right, or there's lots of information here. But first off, if you want to get a hold of me, right, if you just go to the comment section here, not comment section, but the description, right, you can find, my email address to get a hold of and leave a message or something like that, or if you want something, right, or if you want a job and you want to apply to a job and you want to help out my channel, that'd be great. So you just send a message here, right? You can see that there's all kinds of different locations where we have. I'm on Library, I'm on BitChute, right? Please subscribe to those, because you know what? Honestly, the banking system. Think about this. Money is 50% of all transactions, and banks get to create it for free. Do you think they're gonna want Bitcoin to stop that from happening? Stop them from having the ability to print money? Of course not. And so they're going to lash out. They're going to lash out at all crypto people. They're going to lash out badly against anyone who's holding crypto. It's going to happen, right? They're not going to go, oh, well, guess we lost that one. Right? They're going to do something, right? And it's going to be bad for all of us, right? So you have to be prepared for that. So being prepared, part of being prepared is, subscribing to all of my different channels, right? Subscribe to I only have 150 subscribers. Head over there. Subscribe. Even if you don't go to BitChute, right? Just, open up an account, register an account. Takes you probably 5 minutes, less than that. And then, subscribe to the DJ15 as well. I'm on Facebook. Look for Da Vinci Jeremy, right? If you remember how to spell my name, right? And just become a friend of mine. I've opened up my Facebook because I've lost my, my Instagram. So head over there, right? And I'm also in LinkedIn. I'm also on Twitter, right? You can follow me. Thank you everyone for now I have 100K followers, and really thank you everyone for following me. So follow me on Twitter if you have not done so already. So if I disappear off the map, you can find me on one of these different social medias that are out there. But probably it's going to have to be a decentralized social media, since you know how since the bankers have a lot of money and they can go, listen, you're going to get rid of these people, and here's a few $1 billion. Take care of it, right? They can do that. Right? So yeah, don't let them tell you who you can listen to and who you can't listen to, because they will do that. All right, so before we go on to Ethereum, one more time, there's lots of celebrations here on the internet, of course. It's pretty cool. I love all these memes and stuff like that. But this statement from Michael Saylor, right? Right, basically it came from Ayn Rand, right? You can avoid reality, but you can't avoid the consequences of avoiding reality, right? And everyone who hates on Bitcoin is denying reality and math. They will not avoid the consequences of that action. That is so true, so true. I want you to head over there and hit that give that a like, because that's what's coming for most of these people, man. Most of these haters, right? They're going to. There's no stopping the power of Bitcoin. There's no stopping it. This is an idea as big as the printing press, the Gutenberg press, and the church and the governments, they tried to stop it. That's why we don't have books today. Oh, wait a second. That's right, we do. Right. So yeah, that this is coming. This is an unstoppable force. unparalleled level, because now you see when you see things, like this glasses, this phone, you think about, oh my god, man, the Apple, right, that made this phone, right, they're making a killing, man, they're doing so well. You think of another product that's doing well, right? You think about Tesla. Oh my God, man! Look at that Tesla. They make these great cars, doing well, man. I would like to be Tesla. But wait a second. There's another product, right? That you seem to neglect. That's great. It's called money. It is a product. It is not. It's not any different from your cell phone as a product. Is the cell phone's a product? Your computer's a product. The glasses are a product. And this is a product. Not a very good one, but it is a product. And so, but this product here, this one right here, is the best product of money, right? And everybody's starting to realize that. And you need to get in and understand that as well. All right, let's head over to another product that, because there's, of course, you know what? There's no such thing as one particular mousetrap, right? No, we've already invented a mousetrap, right? But now, if you Google mousetrap, you'll find many different types, right? And same with money, you'll find many types, and we'll continue to do so, right, for the rest of the time, right? And everybody will choose the best mousetrap for their particular occasion. All right, enough of that philosophy. Let's go on to the TA. All right, so as you can see, we have clearly created another W, right? I mean, it's not the greatest of W's, but it's good enough, right? And there's the breakout level right here, right? And so it's got a lot of room to grow. So again, maybe. Just maybe. I'm not saying you should. Not saying you should. But maybe you should just, there's a button somewhere on the exchanges. It's called buy. Maybe you should click it after you put down a decent amount, not too much leverage. Don't bet the whole farm. Maybe 5% is the maximum you're gonna lose, right? Something like that. Right, it's already came back to the breakout level, so I don't see it doing it again in the short term. So I think you should definitely get a little bit of an entry here because we've already broken this level. Now, unfortunately, I've seen more often than not when Ethereum breaks higher, it tends to, trick people, and even though it should be going higher, it tends to do this, something like that. So don't be surprised if that happens. Just be prepared for it. Either put a little bit here and then wait for it, like put something that you could sleep well at night, half, and then to go half of that, and then put the other half down here, right? So that you can go, okay, well, if it comes back, I have some dry powder to put in, and you know what, it's still less than the 5% rule, so good to go. And then you'll feel a little bit better, right? And then you can add to your trade, and then your stop loss or your liquidation price is a lot lower, so you don't have to worry about that. I have to be honest here, guys. I really thought we would at least come back down to this trend line, but shocking as it may, it looks like we are breaking higher before we do that. The same thing with the Bitcoin. I mean, I was thinking there was a trend line. Let's see if I have it on here. It's like the 5 minute. That's why. Yeah, there was a trend line way down here, and I thought we'd come back to look at it at least, but nope, right down here. This one right here, not the upper one. And let me change the color so that you guys can see that. And I'm going to change this one to green as the breakout level. Let's take this green. So yeah, not the green one, but the red one. I thought we were going to come back to that, and nope. We're just bouncing around in the green one, and off we went. Clear moonshot. We're headed, right? Again. Maybe, maybe. I'm not saying you should. I'm not saying you absolutely should. Right? There's no absolutes in this world, right? But might be a good idea. Might. To hit the buy button, Jay. Just might be a good idea to hit the buy button. Okay. Alrighty. So with that said, why would you hit the buy button? Who says the Bitcoin and Ethereum is going to go higher? Well, the CEO of Goldman Sachs says client demand for Bitcoin is rising as the cryptocurrency flirts with record highs. Right? And these guys have done a 180, right? I mean, they were like completely like just February. They were like, man, nobody's really interested in this nonsense of this year. Nobody was interested. All of a sudden, people are interested. That's clearly a lie, but maybe it's true. Maybe it's true. And Michael Saylor happened to convince them in the beginning of February, right? Because he did, have a meeting, a large meeting that expanded to a lot of people to explain how to put Bitcoin on their balance sheet. And if you know how to put Bitcoin on your balance sheet, you know how to put Ethereum on your balance sheet. And since Ethereum is number 2, not a surprise. And you can see the growth. Look at this growth, man. We're almost at 2 trillion market cap. This whole industry, right? I mean, just 5 years ago to say that we're going to go to 2 trillion was a ridiculous statement, right? And yet we're here. We're almost here, actually. We're almost here. And and I think we're going a lot higher. Look at this, man. 25% in 7 days, 22% for Ethereum in 7 days. Look, Binance coin is up like 23% in 7 days. We are on the liftoff stage, right? For sure, and overall on the market. And look at this dominance, right? It's still chopping around, but you know what? It will roll over, and we will see an altcoin season. So don't worry. If you're waiting for that, don't worry. It's coming. I'm noticing that I'm getting doubles everywhere. So. You can see that even on my Twitter, and let me bring up the last 2 doubles here. I just made some money, like a lot of money here, so it's happening. You need to. I beg you guys to be a part of what's going on in this world. You can see here on the Bitcoin Treasuries. Look at this. We add up all the Bitcoins, right? That all the industry players have. We're talking almost 1.4 million Bitcoins. Right, that equates to 80. Is that 88 billion? Right, 88 billion. Is that the wow? In today's value, 81 billion. Yeah, 81 billion dollars that they have in Bitcoin, and this does not include private companies. Right, my company owns Bitcoin on their balance sheet. Right, does yours? Right. I'm sure a lot of you guys have companies, and I'm sure you didn't report that. You don't have to report that to to the world, right? You only have to report that maybe to the government under your jurisdiction, but other than that, right? Nobody knows. So you can imagine the amount of Fortune 500 companies that are private out there, right? That are now saying, yeah, I think maybe we should have some Bitcoin on our balance sheet. And they're going to do so. And they're doing so right now. So make sure that you get ahead of them by putting dollar cost averaging. You don't have to trade. You don't have to be a trader. You don't have to go over to bybit.davincij15.com. You don't have to go over to femex.davincij15.com. You could just buy and hold and just watch this. Watch the technical analysis. Have fun with it. See where it's going. It's pretty cool, right? Just watching this entertaining sport of TA, right? And nothing else, right? So, and I encourage it, right? Because it's I mean, I did it for a while too, right? And it's lots of fun, right? It's lots of fun to be here, and I'm glad to be here. So, Anyways, I'm going to be ending the show, right? Thank you all for watching, right? I'm going to be doing question and answers. So if you have any questions, make sure you leave them in the comment section. And if you are like missing this live show, you need to stop missing it by heading over to www.davincij15.com and subscribing. It's on sale right now for 50% off, and you can subscribe and you get Pandora's Wallet for free. So do that right now, or you can also, purchase the DJ15 token as well, and you only have to buy 0.05 of the DJ15 tokens. Now, I have a little bit of announcement. We were discussing with the developers. I think we're going to pass on we started building the website, and we had it ready, and then we noticed that the fees were just too high to sell the DJ15 token. And because I didn't want to sell the token for actual cash, because of all the different chargebacks and problems I have with payment processors, I decided to leave it because it was not worth it. Yeah, you're just gonna have to purchase it on Uniswap. Maybe we'll allow it to go on to an exchange and that will make that easier for you, because that's always a possibility. Or we might create our own exchange. We haven't decided just yet. Sorry about that. Only Uniswap. But if you want to watch this thing for free, you can do so by heading over to Twitch and joining us there. There's about 2,500 followers on Twitch right now. Alrighty, so with that said, I think once again I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and remember to check out the Bybit video that's popping up somewhere here after this. Cheers, people. Okay, wow, that was a nice one. Let's see how long was that, man? For do I have the recording? Okay, so maybe about 30. Well, it's about 25 minutes. Jesus, man, I tend to blather on too long, man. Need to cut it back down to 10 minutes. 10 minutes, man, is maximum I should be doing this, man. Because nobody has the attention span for this 25-minute show. Maybe you guys, but the majority of people don't, right? So let me just pop this out. And because you know what, if I do it in a shorter amounts, right? It makes it easier for me to just go out and do more than one show a day, right? Because then I can just keep it short, and then add more content, more videos throughout the day, and it just makes more sense. So, that's interesting. I just had a brilliant idea. Instead of doing what's it called? Just these long shows like I keep doing. Maybe if I can just do a timer, cut myself off, do the TA, cut it off, and say end the show, and then continue on, blathering on, do another 10-minute section, end the show, and then continue on, blather on, another 10-minute section, and end that show. Then I have 3 shows for the day, right? After the live session. Might be a way. I just need to come up with a. I need to come up with a what's it called? An on-screen timer, so that I know that I've gone too far, so I can see the time. That's the only thing I need. I need something that's always in front of me, right? That's always on screen. I guess I can build that. Yeah. An on-screen timer, and then I can cut myself off. Yeah, I think I will do that. I'm gonna build a quick application that does that. Okay. Now let's get on to your questions and answers here. Let's see here. Did you sold all your gold? Are you still holding silver? Yeah, I'm unfortunately still holding silver. I do have a little bit of gold, not a lot, maybe about, I don't know, 50K or something like that. I don't have a whole lot. Um, and then I have a shit ton of silver, of course, which I don't know. Maybe it's kind of late to sell it and get into what's it called, crypto. But again, you know what? Is it worth it? Is it worth it when you've been holding it that long? And then silver will be a useful commodity in the future. It's just that, man, I had a real nightmarish dream last night, and when I woke up from it, I had plans to go to Dubai and live in Dubai, but then those plans changed after that nightmare. Um, I just see a lot of people around me that are just really evil, really nasty, and then that reflected in my dream, and so I want to build a bug out place here in Chile where I could hide out just in case, man. Because man, when the stuff hits the fan, I think a lot of people are going to be brutal, dangerous, and I need to make sure that I'm not in that crossfire when it does happen, right? And then once we get back to normal, right? And I think we will. Yeah, I think everything will be all right. Things will be back to normal, but man, I think there's going to be a phase where things are going to get a little ugly in the future, and so I want to have my silver, I want to have my gold, and then use those instead, right? And if I lose those, right, it's nothing compared to what my crypto is, right? Okay. Hello. Okay. What about EOS? Looks like so bad. One of the biggest ICOs. What do you think about it? Can we do TA on EOS? Well, EOS, right? Again, they made so much money, but they didn't do anything. Why didn't they build all kinds of dApps and stuff like that on top of it? They just focused on what's it called? On building out the application, and that's fine. But they had so much money. Why couldn't you just go, okay, we're gonna give away prizes for you building on this thing, right? We're gonna give away some EOS prizes or cash prizes or whatever. And you can see this thing's really down in the dumps, right? But don't worry. I mean, because it was a new project that existed, I think. Wow, don't like the fact that people are selling this a bit crazy, but it doesn't matter. I think it's not gonna die, and then when it does pump, it's gonna pump. Right? It's gonna pump hard. It's just gonna come out of nowhere, right? And go, right? But it's gonna take its time, right? But because it's not gonna go away. But they need to start building. They need to start building on this application, or else they're doomed. They're seriously doomed, right? But I'm sure this all cost them money. Look at all this. Look at all that. This cost them to get it on all these exchanges. So, anyways, will US take off? Who knows? But for sure, who knows for sure? But I believe it will eventually. For example, if I set a sell order, let's see here. Wait a minute. Let me go back here. Must have missed something. Is it yeah, I missed some chats here. It has become increasingly difficult to think of a large corporation that has BTC on their reserve sheet to dump their BTC anytime soon. I do see a dump, but not a big one. Thoughts? Well, since everybody's being taught by Michael Saylor about how to hold bitcoins, I'm pretty sure, not 100% sure, that he taught them how to, manage those funds properly, so that they don't have to sell, right? They can only sell. They'll only sell, and when they're forced to do so. And how would they be forced to do so? When, well, you know what? Their cash flow stops, right? So, that's the only time they should be selling their Bitcoin, is when their cash flow stops. And they need to liquidate in order to maybe pay off their debts, reduce their debts, so that their because you always have some sort of cash flow, just not enough to cover all your debts, right? And so I think that's when we'll see what's it called, a dumpage on Bitcoin. So, for example, pretend the pandemic did not happen just yet, and we saw cruise lines and airlines and hotels started putting Bitcoin on their balance sheet. You could imagine if the pandemic happened now, after putting it on their balance sheet, what would happen, right? So be prepared, because I'm sure the banking system caused this pandemic, right? If not, or was a part of it, if not a part of it, so that they probably even bet against all these companies, right? Banks. They probably bet against hotels, airlines, and cruise lines. I wouldn't put it past them, right? And so they probably were going to set up a lot of companies, because they have that ability, right? To go, oh yeah, no problem. You put it on the balance sheet, man. We'll lend you some money against that. We got you back, right? Meanwhile, at the same time, they're going to be setting up some sort of disaster, so that they'll run out of customers, right? Either a disaster that they're going to make, or a disaster that they know that's going to happen and just going to wait it out, or they're going to just change laws, right? That's another thing they could do, right? They could change some laws which would cause this particular industry to collapse, and then having to sell. So you have to watch out for that, right? That's what the bankers do. They're good at it, and so that's how they're probably going to they're going to cause Bitcoins to exit the system when you leverage against it. And it doesn't matter whether you didn't leverage against it. It still will happen, because what would happen is then, your cash flow dries up, and then you have to use the assets that was designed for a rainy day, which is your Bitcoin, right? That's all there is to it, right? Alrighty. Da Vinci, is that Bitcoin made of gold? No, it's not. It's fake. Alrighty. $57 gas. I bought it, but it was as the overdraft bank as an overdraft bank fell. I know. I'll make it back. But dang, Uniswap, are they highway robbers, or do you do your own thing, man? The reason why Uniswap is not getting paid these high fees, it's the miners that are getting these high fees, not Uniswap, right? So the miners, because there's just too much transactions going on, so they have to prioritize based on fees, right? That's all it is. And so EIP 1559 will lower the fees, so that and since it's coming out in July, it just doesn't make any sense for us to build an application that's going to be useful for only a few more months, right? So, and then there's going to be ZK rollups, all kinds of things coming down the pipe to help alleviate the fees and increase Ethereum's throughput by 100x. So again, it just seems like a waste of time. Anyone who has a large sums of money, who's willing to wait and buy the DJ15 token and wait it out, they're gonna get in ahead of anybody else who bought it ahead of time, right? And took the hit, right? And so yeah, you have to accept that, right? because eventually things are going to pick up for me, and I'm going to be buying up large swaths of tokens in a major, major way, I think. Alrighty. Thank you. I love you too, Prima Efa. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. Pure video editor. Okay. I understand that Pandora's Wallet connects with Uniswap is under construction. Yes, that's correct. I wonder if it would add a feature that allows its users to set the maximum that will spend on gas fees. Oh, okay. I will. Thank you for that information. I will take a note of that right now, and so that the developers add that right now. Good point. Good point. Very good point. Right. Max on gas. Right. All right. And then we'll probably just say, hey, max fee, a generalized max fee for any kind of all kinds of crypto. So not just Ethereum, but because it's an Ethereum fee, right? So any kind of fee, you could set the maximum number or none, right? So I will. That is a huge feature that I will add for sure. Max fee to spend or cancel. So it won't. It'll cancel the transaction. Good point. Good point. And we'll do that. For example, if you set a sell order for 250 worth of tokens, then if I pay like $25 gas fee, that above the 25s, I wouldn't want to see the order being executed. Yes, of course. Max fee or cancel. Good idea. Definitely adding that because I'm going to use it myself. Alrighty. Thank you for that. Which exit strategy do you advise? Thank you. Check RBC. Okay, exit strategy do I advise? Well, the exit strategy I have from alts, right, is the little old lady, right? And then, of course, somewhere near the top, which I think we'll see coming from a mile away, probably. Because, this I think Michael Saylor might have a point on... Oh, shame. It's been recording me the whole time. Michael Saylor might have a point, right? That this time might be different. He might. So we're gonna have to balance that properly with the fact that this might be a different time because of the amount that the governments are printing the amount, the fact that we can borrow against our bitcoins in an easier way. But at the same time, the only thing that hasn't changed is the bankers are very clever and they know how to manipulate the market in such a way that they can force the bitcoins out. So keep that in mind. Czech Republic, RBC. Oh wow! If I can see it here, I will. RBC. No RBC. I'm not doing it. Okay. Yeah, man. I never tell people I hold BTC bags. Good idea, man. Good idea. Too late for me. Pray and follow your gut. The little small voice, not your foolish heart. Lol. Stay safe. Yeah, I know. Thank you, Catherine. Justice. Yeah, something tells me that I shouldn't. Even though I wanted to go to Dubai and hang with all the crypto people, that's gathering over there. Um, something last night just made me feel that is now a bad idea. I'm still gonna open up a bank account there and open up residence there and stuff, so forth, and a business and so forth. But I don't think I'm going to stay. Yeah, I think Chile will be my home because until after the hyperinflationary event, right? That's coming, right? And then once that get done, once that winter to done with that, um, then I'll think about where I want to live, right? I know people who are behind Bitcoin. It's going to zero, exactly zero. Damn, that's hilarious. Okay. Darko, let's see here. I invested one Bitcoin into Balancer, Bal. What do you think about the project? It's like Uniswap. Yeah, I have some Balancer. I mean, at least I think I do. I mean, I could have swore I did. And I'm just doing little old lady here. You know what? I try not to get too caught up in the day to day of any particular project, because then I tend to do is fall in love with the project when I do that, and that really is detrimental to your portfolio. And let me give you an example of that. What do you think is my favorite coin? Right? Anybody? Anybody? Yeah, I'm sure you all know. It's Dash, right? And I had an extreme amount invested into Dash. And look where it is, right? And I kept loving it, right? And look what it's been doing to me, right? It's been brutal to me, right? And I shouldn't have done that. I should have, at least I mean, I don't know if I stayed under the 5% rule on Dash, but it looks like I did because I ended up losing a lot, right? So keep that in mind, right? So that's why. And this Dash has not been the only project that I fell in love with that I ended up losing my shirt on. What's it called? NMC, Namecoin, which look at that. It's on one exchange. It's done, right? I fell in love with Namecoin, and look where it's gotten. Nothing. It's done absolutely nothing, right? This is another coin that I fell in love with way back when, in 2011. And look what it's done to me, man. Just absolutely destroyed me. So, I try not to get all wrapped up in one particular project. It's to avoid that happening, right? And just stick to the charts. Does the chart say something? Does the chart say, yeah, it's going higher or going lower? That's it. That's it. And this way, you take the emotions out of it, right? Because we're emotional human beings, right? We love to fall in love with things. We love to feel that, we're part of something bigger than ourselves. We love to feel that this thing's going to do this incredible thing. And we try, and then we put blinders on. So to the reality of what's going on, and then it causes us to lose. Now, if you just follow the little lady rule, right? Never put more than 5% in this, right? Then I have no problems, right? Even if you do love it, right? Just don't go 5%, because this is not the only. I mean, another one was also what's it called? Another one that screwed me over, that I wonder if it's still even around here. It's XCP. No, it doesn't even exist. And I went over the 5% rule because I fell in love with it. Right? So learn from me, right? Don't fall in love, man. Don't. Just be cold, be cruel, don't hate, don't date, just trade. And the hard part is not dating, man. Not dating a coin. Because we do it all the freaking time. I've done it too many times by to count, man. I'm missing one other example of dating another coin, right? That ended up, sinking my balance sheet by major amounts, right? Again, because I didn't go too crazy, I'm still alive, right? And that's the key, right? You want to be still here, right, to invest. Alrighty. Hey, Da Vinci, can you have a look at the Parsec, PRQ, the chart, and see what's happening there? Anyone holding it back, and can it potentially do a 10x, 20x from here? Thank you. Alrighty. I own a little bit of Parsec. You know what? I just realized that I'm starting to realize that all the crypto people ended up getting into what's it called? Everyone got into what's it called? ICOs or early adoption, early seed rounds, except me. You know why? Because they know that I'd call out any bullshit. They avoided me like the plague, right? Because I call brothers out, man. Call them out. Right? And if I like it afterwards, then I like it, right? That's that. Let's see here. PRQ. So I didn't get into the seed round of this. I'm buying it like a schnob, like the average person like you guys, right, on the market. Whilst everybody else has gotten these things like early seed round and made millions, made a killing. Such is life. This is not good. We've broken this trend line here. You can see, right? It's not the end of the world. It's got to drag its butt back in here, right? Priced in Ethereum, right? If it's supposed to move. Oh, this is Uniswap. Oh no, not yet. It's WETH. Never mind. Because you know what? Do you know what we see here? If it doesn't drag its butt back in, right? Right, that's right. A big ass M, right? And it's already broken down. Not good. Not good at all. Right? Failure to pump here is a failure that is going to continue going down. Let's hope that doesn't happen, right? I really think this is a decent project, and but if the price action tells us that's what it's doing, we have to let it. Well, we have to let go, right? So if you're interested in buying this decent project, this does not look good unless it comes back in here, right, and stays above this level, right? So if you want to see it pump and buy it on a pump, right? Let it come back in, right, and then buy it. Or, you know what? Honestly, where you need to buy this thing, if it fails, is all the way at the beginning here, right about here. Right, because it's gonna fail. Looks like it's gonna fail miserably all the way down. Now, that doesn't mean in dollar values this thing is not going to continue going higher. Right, Ethereum could be poised to take off, whilst this thing's taking off not as fast. Right, so that's another issue you're dealing with. So I like to see things that are priced in my currency doing well. If you want to do it priced in dollars, this is the wrong channel. wrong channel, right? I price things in real money, not the fake funny money that everybody seems to want to price things in. Alrighty. You know what? I'm going overboard on the time here. I'm gonna do 2 more questions and then that's that. So 20x from here, 10x from here. Priced in Ethereum, not really, and priced in dollars, again, not really, probably because you can see that Ethereum is probably not. It's not doing very well against Ethereum. BTC is closer to 0 than 122k USD. Definitely. I think that makes Peter sleep at night, right? Well, Bitcoin's closer to 0 than it is closer to 122,000. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh man, that poor guy, man. He must be suffering. Okay, thoughts on VET. Well, I don't have any real positive thoughts on it or negative thoughts really. Just the charts, right? And I have some VET because I'm a veteran of the space, right? And you can see there it is. I bought some as it was coming back down. I should have bought at the bottom of the range instead of the 61. I should have got some more at the bottom of the range. I started nibbling at 61.8, but didn't get there. But that's okay. I'm back up here. 61.8 is the nice place to start nibbling. And now, you know what? I'm going to set my sell half on a double. Now I'm not going to add more to this trade. I think this is going to turn into a nice W-ish pattern, right? You can see it already did one, and then it's like now we're clearly decided to, hey, we are out of here, right? Maybe not that, but it's decided to go. Maybe this. It's decided to leave orbit because you can see, right? We're just making higher lows here. So at worst case, we're probably going to bounce off of this again. But if not, we're out. We're probably going to be out and not coming back until the next cycle. Alrighty. I think I'll leave it at that. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. I just dumped in on a trade here, right? I chickened out. I lost out. I actually got stopped out on my trade, and I just like, wait, fine, whatever. And I stopped out on my Ethereum trade, so I'm now back into a new Ethereum trade as we speak. So let's just see how it goes, right? You let go of the losses, you move on, right? And that's it. And you let the market go. And I'm going to add more. Should we come back down, right? To the breakout level, right? Just like I said, as you can see, and that's what I'm doing, right? I'm waiting. If this gives me more, it does. If not, I'll be happy with the little bit I've got. No, I'm not going to be so greedy, right? So I'm just gonna let time. I'm not gonna be like a pig. I'm just gonna let it happen. Whatever happens, happens. And that's that. All right. Well, thank you for watching, for sticking around, guys. I'm wondering how many of you guys stuck around here. Let's see here. Wow, 66 of you currently viewing it now. 54, 57 on what's it called, YouTube, and wow, 100 of you on Twitch. Right? Oh, sorry guys, I missed you guys on Twitch, man. I missed answering questions of Twitchy boys. Right? Sorry about that. But tell you what. ET, BTC, entry. I'll tell you what. I'm going to be doing a video with Chris, right? Today. I'll do it here in my office. And I will also, as a bonus to the Twitch people, as we're connected, I'm going to what's it called? Broadcast as we put together the live show. So make sure you're on Twitch, and you guys will be able to see me and Chris do videos together live. We're prepared for the videos live, so that will be your particular bonus. So look for that. I don't know when. Chris is pretty much like, free spirit kind of guy. Goes when he goes. Right? So, yeah, we will definitely. I will. I mean, I'll have to ask him, right? And I'm sure he won't mind, but if he does mind, then I'm sorry. But if he doesn't mind, yeah, we'll do a live special Twitch episode with Chris as we do the actual video with Chris. Right? Alrighty. Cheers, people. Thank you for coming out. Greatly appreciated.